Well, folks, I just had a very disturbing news report come across my desk. It appears that the United States Army is getting rid of its Abrams tanks in favor of the 8x8 Stryker armored car. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. Now, I'm sure what they're going to say, well, the armored car is faster, it's more maneuverable. Yeah, okay, but it doesn't have any armor. Well, at least not armor in the significance of an Abrams tank. So, and plus, I will remind everyone the Abrams tank will go 75 mile an hour. I mean, it's not slow. The idea of the slow tank has been gone for quite a while with the Abrams. So I'm very concerned by this move from the U.S. Army. Like I said, I'm sure they'll say that it's light, it's maneuverable, it's easy to transport, yada yada yada, but it's not a tank. Okay, in my humble opinion, and admittedly I'm biased, but in my humble opinion, I don't think you will ever replace the tank on the battlefield, because you're always going to want some kind of heavily armored mobile platform. This is just like when we got rid of the battleship. Why did we get rid of the battleship? I think that was a bad idea. And now we're getting rid of our tanks, which I also think is a bad idea. But I don't know. Maybe it ain't. Maybe it ain't. Maybe I'm just an old war horse and don't know what the hell I'm doing. But, as somebody that was an armor crewman, now I wasn't on the M1, I was on the M60A3. But still, M60A3 with TTS, actually. Let me correct myself. But the thing of it is that you will never replace the tank on the battlefield, in my humble opinion. You're always going to need something that's heavily armored and can take punishment. An armored car is nice. It's light, it's fast. You can deploy them quickly. They're easily transportable, etc., etc. I understand that. I get that. The problem is, though, is that one hit from a Shillelagh anti-tank missile and your armored car is toast. It's gone. Okay? That's the only problem with that. I mean, if it wasn't for that, it would be nice. But now, see, you fire a Shillelagh anti-tank missile at an A1 Abrams, it's going to bounce off, and the Abrams is going to laugh. You fire it at the armored car, this Stryker armored car, yeah, not so much. So, this is not, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm sure the Army will disagree, but I'm still sticking to my guns on this one. I don't think this is a good idea. You will always need a tank, I'm thinking. That's my thinking. And yes, admittedly, I'm a dinosaur. I'm from the 80s and whatnot. I'm from the Cold War. And, nobody likes change, right? But still, I'm not so sure this is a good idea. But the Army's going forward with it anyway, and I have nothing to say about it, so there you go. But I have to report on it because it is news. And so there we are. So anyways, y'all have a blessed day and a better tomorrow. All right? Bye.